This your boy ReggieBaybee and my kids on folks. I'm grabbing my kids, man. What's that word, YouTube? I need y'all to turn y'all post notifications on my kids, man. Like, comment, and subscribe on folks. I'm grabbing my kids, man. On my dead homie, I got a funny ass story to tell y'all on my kids, on my dead homie, man. On folks' grave, on my dead homie, folks. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all on my homie, folks. Now, I ain't got nothing against the ABC, EDF, whatever the motherfucking ABC about the alphabets or whatever on photograph. I don't got no problem with the ABC community on my kids on photograph. On my dead homie, I don't have no problem with the ABC community on my dead homie, folks. Literally, I don't, folks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem, folks. I'm a straight man. I like women on my kids, folks. And I'm not trying to talk down about no gays and nothing like that on my kids, folks. I have no problem with y'all on folks. I'm grabbing my kids, folks. I just want to tell this little story on my dead homie. And I'm not trying to expose bro and none of that on my kids. I'm not going to say his name, none of that, folks. But folks know he dead ass wrong on my kids, on my dead homie. But I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe on my kids on photograph. And on my dead homie, folks, it was so crazy on my kids, folks, because I'm like, bro, I really was messing with bro type shit on photograph. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a real nigga and everything on my dead homie, folks. You know what I'm saying? But they just tell you, folks, man, niggas be in that motherfucker, man, be tweaking, folks, on photograph. But it'd be like, bro, you wouldn't even be thinking a nigga like that on photograph. It'd be the most gangsters niggas on photograph. Oh, folks, though. But anyway, on my kids, folks, so let me tell y'all this story on my dead homie, folks. So listen on my dead homie, folks. Folks gave me like 3 or 4 suits for a phone call type shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he couldn't make no phone calls and all like that on my kids because he was on 90-day restriction on my kids, folks. Now, he couldn't make no phone calls because he was on 90-day restriction. Like, he couldn't make no phone calls. He couldn't go to store. He couldn't do a lot of certain shit on photograph on my kids, folks, because he was on 90-day restriction. He had got caught in a detail with some tobacco and some whole other stuff, and they put him on restriction. So he couldn't make no phone calls, call his family, no nothing. He couldn't go to store, none of that. So basically what he was doing, type shit, he'd give people like honey buns or commissary food or 3 or 4 soups to make a phone call so he can call out and call his family and stuff like that on my kids, folks. You know what I'm saying? So the crazy part about it on my dead homie, folks got a beautiful family on my kids, folks. Like literally, folks, got a beautiful baby mama, beautiful kids and sons and all that on my kids, folks. Got a beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking like folks on, you know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy on photograph. We is in Atlanta, we is in Georgia, folks. A lot of weird shit be going on to my kids, folks. And I ain't gonna lie to you on my dead homie, I'm from Chicago. So me being down here anyway on my kids, folks, I'm already looking at a lot of shit different down here because I'm not used to this, folks. I'm from the city on photograph. I'm from Chicago, folks. So a lot of shit that be happening down here type shit, folks, is different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Chicago, folks. I'm not used to seeing all this weird shit on photograph. Like, weird. On photograph, they just weird on my dead homie. A lot of shit be weird as hell on my kids, folks. You know what I'm saying? So basically on my dead homie, what happened was on photograph, folks gave me some commissary on photograph, gave me some soups. You know what I'm saying? He always giving me a little food and shit like that on my kids, folks. You know what I'm saying? But basically this time, he done messed up on my kids, folks. So basically, he gave me some little soups selected on my kids. I gave him a 3-way. I called my brother Lade on photograph. So basically, I give him a 3-way type shit. So I'm like, basically, you know, if you get off the phone type shit, bro, goddamn call me back so I get a phone and make my other extra call on photograph. You know what I'm saying? So I give him the phone, let him do him. I walk down toward the TV. I'm watching the game and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he called me back to the phone like, hey, bro, hit the phone. Come get the phone. No, I'm done. All right, bet let's. I get on the phone. My brother like, what you on, boy? That's our little lingo. So I'm like, what you mean what I'm on, boy? I'm in prison, boy. Ain't nothing going on, boy. You know what I'm saying? On for the grade. So basically on folks' grade, so my brother like, shit. Boy, he like, boy, whoever you gave that 3-way to, whoever that dude in that boy, he just called a nigga, boy. So I'm like, bro, hell no. Folks ain't calling no nigga like that on my kids, folks. Hell no. Folks got a whole baby mama and some kids on photograph. He probably called his girl, folks. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, boy, that ain't no female, folks. Hell no. So I'm like, for real? Like, hell no. Because he was like, I'm like, what you mean that ain't no female, folks? Who it was on the phone type shit on photograph, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I'm like, I had a conversation with gang. You know what I'm saying? How folks fucking with a nigga type shit. So he basically like, shit. Basically, the dude was basically saying like, boy, why you calling my phone? What you talking about you need some money for? Why you ain't call your baby mama? Whatever. So I'm like, for real? So I'm like, put that on something. Put that on something. That's how the conversation went. He like, boy, on my son, boy, that's how it went. On my kids, whatever. So I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying in my head? Because I'm like, I know folks ain't finna lie on the phone type shit. He not even finna play about no shit like that on my kids. So he like, what? Folks was on the phone with a nigga, and it sound like a nigga type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you sure, bro? You know what I'm saying? He like, man, the conversation with folks was asking, she about some money, like you gonna send his bread, and basically the dude On the phone, like, boy, why you calling my phone? Don't you still love your baby mama? Don't you mess with your baby mama? You don't be calling me like that. You always want to call me about some money. Ooh. You don't ever want to call and check and see how I'm. Ooh. He like, hell yeah, that's how I had a conversation with. They was arguing about the phone and everything. Ooh. And I did hear folks on the phone arguing type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so folks telling me like, boy, I don't know who you messing with in that motherfucker with, boy, but you need to stop talking to dude. Folks say it's gay. So I'm like, man, hell no. Folks ain't gay, folks. I still ain't want to believe folks, because I'm like, man, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I still ain't want to believe it. They folks mercy and everything on my dead homie. I know brother ain't lying, but I just couldn't believe that folks messing with a nigga or called a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I know folks ain't. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't go for it. You know what I'm saying? Folks too cool in prison on my kids. Folks shot it like that. He gonna throw them hands and everything on my dead homie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna play with me type shit because he look at me. You know what I'm saying? We cool on phone up. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't look at bro like that on photograph, you know what I'm saying? So another time type shit on photograph, but I start peeping little shit on my kids, but I ain't gonna say too much on photograph. But I start peeping shit on photo, you know what I'm saying? So listen, on my kids, he asked for another three-way. So I give him another three-way on my kids on photo. I call my girl this time on photograph, because I'm like, man, ain't nobody else picking the phone type shit. I'm gonna just have to call my girl. My girl do not like doing three-ways and nothing on folks' grave. She do not like doing three-ways at all. Not for nobody in jail, no none of that on photograph. You know what I'm saying? She would not do it, folks. But she did it this time with my kids, folks. You know what I'm saying? So I finally give bro a three-way on my homie, folks. I give folks a three-way. I guess he called the same dude or something like that on my kids. So after folks get out the phone and shit like that on my kids, folks, my girl, she like, well, who is you in there messing with? Like, who is that? I'm like, what you mean? That's one of my gangsters on photograph. That's one of my Gbody type shit. You know, like, boy, yo, Gbody gay as hell. Like, what the hell? Like, what you got going on in there, Reggie? So I'm like, what you talking about? What I got going on there? Like, why is you even messing with a dude like that? So I'm like, what is you talking about? She like, boy, he was just on the phone with a whole nigga arguing with a nigga about some money. So I'm like, bro, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm like, bro, I don't even know what you talking about, baby. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really confused on my kids. But in my head, this shit flashing back because I'm like, damn, broski just told me that he was on the phone with a nigga type shit. So I get off the phone, I'm like, all right, babe, I love you. I'm finna see what's going on type shit. You know what I'm saying? I get off the phone, so I'll pull up on broski, I put him to the side. I'm like, bro, what you got going on, gang? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you got going on, gang? You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking with a nigga, something like that, what you got going on for them? So he started acting weird, like, what you mean don't fuck with a nigga, folks? What you mean? So I'm like, shit, my girl and my broski, when I gave them three-ways, bro, they say you and that bitch talking to a nigga. And my folks looking at me weird as hell because I'm giving you a three-way to call a nigga, folks. And you want to even fucking argue with a tranny or whatever the motherfucker is on my kids, folks. What you got going on, gang? He, boy, I ain't messing with no nigga. He turned his back on me and walk away. So I'm like, oh yeah, folks messing with a nigga, folks, on my dead homie, folks. You know what I'm saying? He messing with a nigga on my kids, folks. So I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. So now I just start peeping everything, how he move and this. The folks didn't say nothing to me no more. He didn't want to approach me, none of that on photograph. Folks didn't want to shake up. Nothing. Shawty act like he barely can see me no more. He put his head down every time he see me. You know what I'm saying? On my kids. But I want on no petty shit, none of that on my kids, folks. Because I really could have got them eight on, poured out all of it on my kids. But I wasn't even on no petty shit on my kids, folks. I'm just so shit like, boy. You know what I'm saying? Stay your ass where the fuck you at on my kids, folks. You wild as hell, folks. You got a beautiful family, folks, on photograph. And you on this motherfucker calling a nigga, folks. I don't know what you got going on with my homie, folks. So I put up on him again. I'm like, what you got going on, gang? You been acting weird for now. What's going on? You saying you got a problem with me? Like, boy, I don't got no problem. Fuck you talking about? Ooh. So I'm like, damn. I say, folks, you getting aggressive as hell for no reason, gang. On photo, I'm just checking your energy, checking how you move, folks. But you mad as hell because you on the phone with a nigga, folks, on photo grade. Don't be playing with me on my kids, folks. Don't be getting super tough on photo grade. So I instantly get on the bullshit because I put up on him on some, like, what's going on? You start acting weird just like the gang, you know what I'm saying? Is it true that you messing with a nigga on photo grade? And he just told me right there, he ready to fight all that crash out on photograph. So he bugging up, boy, stop playing with me. I'm like, bro, yo, don't get tough with me, folks. I'll beat your ass on folks' grave. I'm not the one to play with on my homie, folks. Your ass mad as hell because you be on the phone with a nigga on my kids, folks. Stop playing with me on my photo grave. You know what I'm saying? Nigga should beat the man on my mama. But I was so mad, folks, on my homie, folks, because he tried to turn up and get gangster, folks. Now he just yelling and screaming in the middle of the goddamn dorm, acting crazy, getting wild, all that, folks, getting face psyched out. All this extra ass shit on my kid, but he was doing it so he can get out the dorm and get away from me, folks. So as he yelling and screaming and doing that extra ass psyched out shit on my homie, folks. So I'm like, what you doing? I put my shoes on. I'm like, what you want to do? What you want to do on photograph? What's up? So he yelling loud, ooh. So all the officers come in that motherfucker, grab his ass up. Yo, well, bitch, you ain't on shit on God. Ooh, I'm like, man, all right. You trying to PC, you trying to get out of here. I'm not finna keep talking to you. Your ass gay. Your ass some, you don't photograph, your ass gay. Don't photograph, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was type shit on my kids, folks. He try to bug over with me and do all that face like that shit so he get out of the dorm and get away from me. Cause he like, shit, he know what's going on photograph. He was feeling some type of way, you know what I'm saying? He like, damn, he knew. But for what you mean, he knew? You on restriction now, so you can't do what you want to do. Now you got to get on three-way and shit like that on my kids, folks. Now you get really exposed on photo. You know what I'm saying? You messing with a nigga, folks. That's wild as hell on my kids, folks. But I ain't going to say his name or nothing like that on my kids, folks. I ain't going to do him like that on my homie, folks. Next thing you know on my homie, folks, I ain't going to lie to you, folks. I ain't going to cap. The bros beat that boy. Man, they beat that boy so bad, folks. I ain't going to lie. He got moved to the next dorm. Motherfucker that found out type shit. They beat that boy the worst way on my kids, folks. I'm talking about punkin' head. You know what I'm saying? Punkin' head. And told his ass, boy, your ass not GD no more. On folks' grade. Your ass not GD on photo grade. We don't move like that on my kids, folks. Hell no. Beat that boy the worst way on my kids, folks. But yeah. But y'all like, comment, and subscribe with my kids on photo grade, man. Turn y'all post notifications on my kids, folks. Real life story on my homie.